What is going on, guys? Welcome back. So if you clicked on this video, it's because you want to learn about profitable jobs. What are the most profitable jobs? There's a lot of guys who have their own lists, and I'm going to just share with you what I've learned in my list. And these are jobs that are not only profitable to me, but that I also do enjoy. So these are in no order. I'm going to jump right in. So number one has got to be TV mounting. I love TV mounting because I get lots of requests for it. It's very repeatable. There's really not a lot of tools, not a lot of materials, and not a ton of skill. So the things you'll need: stud finders, drills, maybe some extra lag bolts, that kind of thing, spacers. I do have a little kit. It's got all the M screws and some washers and spacers and things like that. So I like to have a little bit of spare parts, but if you can get to the point where you can knock out TV mounting in like 30 to 40 minutes, that's going to make you a lot of money, because a lot of people, they don't necessarily have all those tools, or they don't want to deal with it, and they don't want to worry about it falling on their kids. So learn how to mount TVs and you will make good profit. So number two is swapping out toilets. This is a little bit dirtier job. Same thing, not that hard, especially if you get the ones that are pre-built. So literally all you do is pull one out, put the new one in. Obviously you need either like a gasket or wax ring. You might run into problems with the shutoff valves. There are some things you're going to want to do to ensure that it's done well, because you're talking plumbing. So, but if you can get to the point where you're knocking out a toilet in about 45 minutes to an hour, it's very profitable. It's the same thing, not a lot of tools, not a lot of material. So a couple wrenches, maybe a putty knife to get out that old wax, screwdrivers, a little saw, like not a lot of tools, And so you will make good profit, but work slowly, work, smart, make sure nothing's leaking before you leave. And you're gonna clean up swapping out those toilets. All right. Number three, this one I really like. I have run into some issues on these, though. I will say, you can get some bad pieces. Furniture assembly, extremely profitable. I mean, there's virtually no materials other than maybe a couple screws if they don't come with it to mount it to the wall or something like that. But basically just a couple tools, some screwdrivers, Allen wrenches, drills, hammers, mallets. Not a lot of stuff you probably already own. And I've had some big jobs. I think the most I've ever made doing furniture assembly, I think I did like a full day for $550. So you can make some good money. It's not that hard on the body, not that stressful, but like I said, if you move too quickly, you'll ruin pieces. Like, you'll completely ruin a piece. And a lot of times there's no getting away from it. You're going to have to tell the client, hey, the piece is broken, or like I ruined it. It's happened to me. So it can happen to you. It's one of those things you really hope will never happen, but it's happened to me more than once. Usually because the instructions are bad, but sometimes you're just moving too quick. All right. Number four, swapping out ceiling fans. These are like one of my favorites because it's electrical. So some guys will tell you can charge a little more for it. Usually very straightforward. A lot of times it's just 3 wires, sometimes 4, if it's 2 circuits, and you'll make some good money on these. And a lot of times you can knock out a ceiling fan in about 45 minutes to 1 hour. Now, the little bit more complicated, heavier ones, you're up on a big ladder, maybe hour and a half or longer. But for the most part, very, very profitable. Same thing, not that many tools. You get yourself some Wagos, a voltage tester, a couple screwdrivers, a couple drills, that kind of thing, some wire strippers. You're off to the races. You're making good profit. And clients really don't want to deal with electrical. That is one thing I've learned doing this now for a couple of years, is electrical scares the crap out of people. So, learn how to do it. Learn how to do it safely. You're gonna make some good profit. Last but not least, drywall repair and drywall installation. So drywall is hard. I'm not gonna lie. Drywall can be very tricky, especially depending on what kind of patch you're doing, what kind of texture you're doing. You know, just doing a job where it's not gonna crack or fail or blister. There's a lot to know with drywall. It's, you know, it's not just as so much as like, oh, I just need you to fix this patch real quick. It's like, well, okay. What kind of compounds am I going to use? What kind of tape am I going to use? Is it 1/2 inch or 5/8? You know, there's all these little nuances. So if you could be the master of drywall, you're going to be super profitable. I've done several videos talking about that. One specifically, drywall is a money maker. So learn drywall, you'll make good profit. Same thing, not a ton of tools. And then the bonus tip for you guys. This one I'm not that good at. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wish I was good at this because I get a ton of requests, and a lot of times I turn these jobs away because same thing, there's a lot to know, a lot of tools needed, you can mess up. Door installation and door repairs, whether it's hinges, doorknobs, latches, all that stuff. If you can be a master of fixing and installing doors, you will make really good money, especially if you price it well. You can be pretty profitable on those. I mean, yeah, there's materials you're gonna need. You might need to buy a door, or, you know, new doorknob, latches, things like that. But tools, not that much. Drills, hammers, mallets, same thing, screws. So anyway, those are my profitable jobs for you. If you start learning and mastering those, you're going to be doing really well, especially if you're just starting out. But even if you've been doing this a while and you've been kind of sleeping on, like, you know, what should I really be focusing on? That right there is a solid list. So anyway, as always, I'm going to have links in the description of all the tools I use through my Amazon store. So that helps me, you know, earn small commissions if you would like to purchase those. Also, if you like today's video, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.